This is Electric Universe Eyes, and today I'm back with part 2 of Rock of the Day, Selenite, carving an Ankh out of selenite. So I wanted to say thank you to a viewer, Bubba Bong, for hooking me up with this bandsaw. Check this daddy out. Woo! Awesome. I'm really happy to get any kind of donations, especially funds. So if you would give me a donation to paypal.me/electricuniverseeyes, I promise I will use it to do more and more experiments and fun things, like cutting rocks. So let's try this guy. I'm gonna make this dude into an Ankh. I started it the hard way in part 1, so this should be the freaking easy way. Let's give it a shot.
All right, but before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit more about selenite. The formula is CaSO4 2H2O, colorless, light tints due to included matter. The luster is vitreous. The name, from the Greek word for moon, in allusion to the moon-like white reflections of the mineral or to the quality of the light transmitted by translucent gypsum slabs of cleavages used as windows. It's a variety of gypsum. The name selenite is mostly synonymous with gypsum, but has been used historically to describe the transparent variety, as opposed to satin spar gypsum for the fibrous variety and alabaster for the fine-grained massive form. The original name was given by J.G. Wallerius in his 1747 book Mineralogia, eller Mineralriket, page 50, as selenites, named from the Greek moon, probably from its pale bluish reflections. So here is what gypsum looks like in its form called alabaster. This is a natural growth of the massive grain form. And here is an actual selenite translucent plate, which is layers of gypsum in a crystalline state that you can see through given the correct cleavage and light. So I want to talk a little bit more about the electrical properties of selenite. Sourced from Science Direct, anion water in gypsum. The bonding nature of water and gypsum, CaSO4 and 2H2O, and hemihydrate, CaSO4 1/2H2O, was suggested by characteristic absorption bands of water and sulphate ions. The infrared spectral data indicate the presence of anion water in gypsum and hemihydrate through hydrogen bonding. Negative shifting of bending vibration of SO4 ion and lowering and broadening of the OH stretching vibration at around 3600 centimeter 1 indicate the presence of both anion water and hydrogen bonding in gypsum and hemihydrate. What does this mean? Well, an anion in chemistry is a negatively charged ion, i.e. one that would be attracted to the anode in electrolysis, and hemihydrate, a crystalline hydrate containing 1 molecule of water for every 2 molecules of the compound in question. So, what this tells me is that this is in fact why they call or use selenite as a charging plate in the metaphysical world. It is something that they say to have selenite under your crystals to build a crystal grid, or have in your room to clean the air, because an anion or a negatively charged substance would be attracted to the anode, meaning all of the dust and bacteria and viruses and all this crap that's floating in the air that you don't want to breathe or that's on surfaces are positively charged. That means something like a negatively charged crystal should indeed attract those positive ions, or it would be attracted to the positive ions, but it would essentially collect all of those nasty positively charged items and help clean the air. So anyway, I will in fact do an experiment with electricity using selenite in a future video. All right, let's get back to this.
All right, let's check this thing out. here. Easier. That's pretty epic. Uh-oh. I messed up. Alright, I fixed it. Ooh, it's messy. Came out the backside though, that sucks. Oh, it's not first one. I'm learning. Busted it again. Alright. Learning how to use a bandsaw. I've never used one. Oh no. What the hell am I doing wrong here? Well, here's what the inside of a bandsaw looks like. So, keep popping this thing off. It's just like an infinite bearing here. Alright, so this little tensioner here. Put this blade on here like so. And then we'll have to just have it all the way around and tighten it up, it looks like. Alright, I'm totally a noob. I'm gonna try this again. Not as pretty as I thought it should be. It's kind of jacked up. I kind of jacked it up. Okay. All right, so here's my general shape. I probably could have done better, but it still needs some work. I think maybe I'll get a, man, I totally jacked up that. I don't know. Come back and check it out here in a little bit. Let's see what we can do next. Stands up. Yee. All right, so I'm in the shop and I've got my Ankh. I did a little bit off camera carving this out by hand. It hasn't gone all the way through. You can see obviously the different layers in there. Let's see if you can you? Anyway, see all these rough edges? I want to get all these rough edges out. So I thought I could either take a hand file and file it down, or I could just shape it on this bench grinder. I think I'm going to do that. Just shape it out. Alright, so I got a mask on because it's probably going to get pretty darn dusty. And let's try it out. Look, you can see it fractured right there. So, probably isn't a good idea. I think what I'll try instead is this disc grinder. That's looking beautiful already. That sucks. Well, that's one down the drain. But hey, here's the beautiful part. It cleaved perfectly where that fracture was. So look how straight that is. That actually turned out to be okay. I just need to be a lot more careful. Holy crap. This thing will grab and go. Alright, well, that actually made it look a lot better. That's nice. Alright, let's work on it. I gotta be way careful this time. glove, I would have just lost my thumbnail. Look at that. Woo! Very. Oh, lost another piece on the back. Man, see how sensitive this is? I don't know. I don't think I'm going to cut this when I'm done. This is hard work. Right, so I am outside and I am going to hand finish this, I believe. I've got like a 20 grit and a, what is this? 220 grit and then a 400 grit to finish it off. So let's try this out. Look at this. Ooh, look, and that's pretty dang abrasive. I don't want to use that one at all. I'm going to switch over to the 220. I need my real fingers for this. I don't care if I get dirty.
It's just not enough accuracy with that glove on. Ooh, that sounds like some thunder. And after thunder is always wind. Always wind. When I'm doing experiments, there is always wind coming off the discharge. And I'll show you you'll see it in the video of, just go find the hammer video. Not NC Hammer. Ooh, scary. That works pretty good. Getting there. That's still funky right here and down here. It's still odd. It is still odd. Oh, it's looking better. Oh, my hands. I can't feel them. You know what? Thanks, Dad. Thanks for the arthritis. You know, I think the Ankh represents a toroid because it stands for life or eternal life or the life giver. It's interesting. So if there was a plasma instability here, and it was, maybe there was at the center of this was a planet, and you're all like, what the heck are you talking about, bro? If this was a discharge between Earth and another planet and another planet and another planet in an axial alignment like the polar configuration theory that David Talbot talks about, I could see how if there was a planet that came down about the time that all the destruction ended, as all the stories go, and this thing was surrounded by a toroid because you have a Z-pinch focus of energy, it's going to make a toroid, a belt. And this would be the parts that you see in this toroid. Anyway, I'm going to just shut up and get back to doing this because it's so much fun. Yeah, you're all like, dude, let's do experiments and high voltage stuff and things. But you know what? It's the sun's day. I'm chilling. I know some of you guys want this, but I'm gonna keep my first one. I'll try to make some more. How about that? Well, it's getting there. Oh man, look what I just did. Or did I do that? I don't know. Shoot. That side looks funny. Am I done yet?
I've been sitting here for 2 hours. That's insane. 2 hours. Oh boy, this is surely taking a while. It's been 2 hours of hand sanding, but it's looking pretty cool. It's not perfect, but it's all good. I'm gonna leave this back there because it's a cool mirror. It stands up. Right, I think I'm pretty much done. There's some water on that guy. There it is, y'all. Woohoo!